You can do a mezcal AS. How do you call it? ASMR? No, like.
I definitely, you're ASMRing it over here for sure. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. The Mezcal Buzz Experience podcast. We're here on episode 3, and I got a very special guest, as always, Ubish Yaren. How you doing, Ubish?
Great.
So if you watched the last episode where my wife was on and we had a really cool chat, we actually were supposed to have Ubish last time, right?
Yeah.
But things happened, miscommunications, and we had to reschedule. But I'm glad you made it this time, Ubish.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, me, man.
I'm here. Thank you for being here. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, cool. So tell the audience a little bit about your background, and we'll get into how we met and things like that. But Ubish is a very cool guest today, especially in times that are happening, and we'll get into that.
Yeah, so, my name is Ubish. I'm 32 years old, born and raised in Mexico City. I studied culinary arts since I was 15. And then pretty much since then, I have done things related to culinary arts still. You know, a little bit of bartending, a little bit of food tourism, a little bit of social media. So yeah, I have a passion for mezcal that it has been a while since I don't talk a lot about mezcal, because I used to organize tastings. I don't do them anymore because I make an agreement with someone, with Lala actually, and she's the one doing the tastings when I get a few of those. But yeah, I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah, cool. And when we met, we actually met because of his culinary experiences. We did some projects together. You took me on some tours.
Yeah.
And that was really fun. And before we get into this tasting here in the first one, I do want to get into some conversation with you, Ubish. What have you been up to during the pandemic? Like now we're opening up. I know you're getting busy. Tours are starting to happen again,
Yeah.
but what did you do to make
Well, I was really frustrated and scared. I knew that this was going to last at least 2 years. So what did I do first? I noticed that many people were doing podcasts, and I have a podcast that was featured on a Netflix documentary, the Taco Chronicles one. And a friend of mine told me, hey, you should teach people how to do podcasts, because they have no idea what they're doing. They don't have any topic. They don't have any script. They don't know what they're doing. So I was like, yeah, that sounds great. So we did that. It was like a 4 or 5 classes thing. So we teach some podcasts. We had like maybe 30 students over 2-3 months. That was pretty cool. We organized a contest. There was already people following us. And then after things kind of slowed down, podcast tends to be like that, and you start very excited, and then it's not as you were expecting it, or most people was expecting it, and it requires a lot of commitment, a lot. So that was number 1. Then I started to teach Spanish to a little bit of my colleagues / friends. That was fun. I realized that I'm not made for that. And then after, I started to get into TikTok, to understand TikTok, and now I'm still doing like TikTok marketing to teach a few, companies, people, apps to make TikTok. Yeah.
Awesome. I think that's interesting that you went with the TikTok and stuff and started doing well with TikTok.
Yeah.
Because they say, early adopters for different apps and different platforms is when things really start to take off.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I saw that you were doing that. Cool. Let's get into the first one, right?
Sure.
Because the conversations will get good and we'll forget that we have some mezcals here in front of us. So we're going to go left to right. For those of you watching, it'll be from your left to your right as well. So we're going to start with one that's Agua de Jaguar. And it's actually an espadín from Guerrero.
Okay.
And so see what you think of this.
Okay. Smells very smooth. Just by smelling it, it has like kind of a 30 something or 40 alcohol,
45, yeah.
Okay. It smells smooth.
To me, this one always smells a little bit like more, I guess, vegetable notes, or like, I want to say earthy, but like roots.
Yeah, like a beetroot, no? Yeah. Espadín, it's usually like this.
to me, it just smells like a little bit different than most espadines too. It has like I feel like it's cutting a raw potato, like what a papa cruda smells like. I feel like that's what that is.
Can I see the bottle?
Sure.
I like a lot the design. The wax over here in the bottom. The mask of the jaguar.
Yeah.
It's cool. Artesanal de Guerrero. 45. Cool.
So we're gonna get this first tasting. Let's see.
All right.
This is the first time I actually tasted this one. I've had another one by them, but so this is my first time.
Okay. It's a little bit rough. Harsh.
Yeah, the alcohol is very astringent, huh?
Yeah.
But it's definitely, I always feel, and I like to say mezcal is a riddle, because it definitely wasn't what I expected from the aromas.
No.
The taste is
Super different.
Very minerally, actually, which I did not expect based on the aromas here.
Yeah, on the aromas, I expected more smooth. This will not be my type of mezcal. Like, after trying a lot, you're like, yeah, I like better this, you know?
Yeah, and I agree, and that's why I put it first. They're not, it's not a bad mezcal, but it's not like a, just on the aromas, I was like, eh.
Yeah, it's, many people like this, but personally, I know, for me, no. How smoky do you feel that it is?
Very little smoke.
Yeah.
I didn't notice any smoke. Actually, yeah, not very smoky.
All right.
How about you?
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, yeah, this, which usually also I don't appreciate a lot the smokiness on the mezcales, no, but also the harshness, it's not my thing.
Yeah, it's interesting because they say that, a lot of people, I guess it's like a myth. People are like, oh, mezcal is smoky mezcal, and it has to do with how it's produced. Yeah. But lo and behold, not all mezcal has to be smoky.
Yeah, no, and that's I think that's a very common thing to think about mezcal in the U.S. I wonder, there's a trend, I think that it's also strong in the U.S. Of non-alcoholic liquors. Have you heard about that?
I started to see that. I started to see zero proof liquors, which is totally interesting to me. I'm curious to, it doesn't attract me to, I guess that's the alcoholic in me saying that, right? Definitely I have a lot of friends and family that don't drink alcohol, which makes sense to start including that. But have you had any?
I haven't, because so far I haven't found any in Mexico, but I really want to.
And it's interesting that in the US there's a new importing category for agave spirits that I don't know if it was in 2020 or this year 2021 that was introduced to the import laws. So there's going to be a lot more spirits appearing on shelves. There's a lot more being produced in the US now, like in Texas, California, and so it's technically not a mezcal, and it can't be a tequila, but process is all the same.
And can they label them mezcal or?
No, that's they cannot. So they're going to be agave spirits or distilled from agave, and or who knows, there might be like new names coming out and stuff, right?
Because I read a while ago about this region in California called Oaxaca, California.
A region?
A region in California. It's just a slang, Oaxaca, California.
Yeah, but where at?
I don't remember. In California, because they bring some maestros mezcaleros to California to teach them how to.
Interesting. I've heard that phrase a lot too, but I don't know where that region is, but I'm definitely going to look it up. Yeah. I know up north, in Northern California, there's some agave plantations, and that I saw the maestros going up there to do that. And I know in San Diego, it's really popular as well. San Diego's close to the border, which makes sense as far as importing goes. But I'm very curious. Texas is producing a lot of agave spirits as well.
Sotoles, no? Yeah.
They're calling it sotol, but I don't know if the DO is going to come in.
I think so.
And be like, hey, what's going on here? But Ubish, what do you see lately as far as travel goes? Like yesterday, everybody in California was celebrating because they officially opened 100% back up.
Oh, wow.
Mask is not required unless, if you have a vaccine, you don't need to wear a mask. So everything's open. I know Mexico City, we're in green.
Yeah.
I still see everybody wearing masks and protocols taking place. What have you noticed as far as travel goes? I know I've seen you pretty busy, it seems.
Yeah, this last month honestly was pretty busy. Thank God, there was a lot of people vaccinated traveling. So, well, what I have seen is that yes, people, there was this phenomena called revenge travel. No, like we can travel, let's go right now.
Revenge
Where
travel.
where is open? Mexico, let's go. No,
Yeah.
or what else it's open? I think somewhere in the Bahamas. I don't know. No, but to places that they were open, they were traveling. No, so I think this. I'm not sure still. I mean, I wish that there's no, cases go up over here, because obviously that this is going to bring more people here. People is going. I still haven't seen people super laid back. Like you said, everyone is wearing face masks still, and I hope that keeps going. But I mean, when bars, I think it's still bars are not open, because I haven't seen them. I mean, I'm not a bar person anymore, but I haven't seen that. So because when the nightlife starts to open again, I'm getting worried. No, but hopefully it's not as we don't have another India over here, another Brazil here. So that's what gets me worried. So that's why I'm like, either way, I'm going to wear the face mask as much as I can, everywhere. So it's getting up. I think that there's going to be, after this peak, a slowdown, and then after, at the end of the year, if everything keeps going good, there's going to be another peak. That's what I think.
And I haven't looked into it myself yet, but I don't know, are prices and travel going up as well?
Airbnb, for example, it's going pretty high, but more than the demand, it's because of the laws over here of the taxes, digital taxes, and all of that. Like compared to the year before, like at the end of 2020, Airbnb was super cheap, but now it's expensive. I haven't noticed anything about travel prices. I still hear people saying that it's time to good deals, but I haven't booked anything or checked anything.
Interesting. Let's jump to the next one.
Sure.
Yeah? The next one's also in Espadín. This one is from Oaxaca.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't remember from where. It'll be your left to right.
I think that maybe I started on the wrong side, because I think that my second one, it's...
Yeah, you were supposed to start with this one.
Damn it.
Interesting. Okay. So get a taste of that while I look this bottle over.
Okay. And so this one was, which one, that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
I like this better. More citrusy.
Really?
It's still a little bit harsh. But this is much more harsher. What is that?
That one's 38.
But what is Espadín also?
Yeah, they're all Espadín.
All Espadín.
This one is this one's interesting.
A little bit more funky.
The smell's definitely more funky to me.
Yeah, funky, and I feel a certain citrusiness. It's more but it's still harsh. I like smooth.
This one's harsh.
Yeah, like not as harsh as this one.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll see when we get back to that end over there. I'm gonna jump to the next one though that we were gonna go on. So now you'll have like a straight comparison.
Yeah. This one smells pretty interesting. Let me just clean my mouth.
This one I like.
Well, let's see. I feel like the set on it. Yeah. I start to like this one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. You don't feel the alcohol that much. But it goes away super fast.
Sometimes when I'm doing these tastings and stuff, like I'm like smelling and going back and forth. This is the second time that I try to smell the microphone. Like, yeah, okay. Smells like upper lip.
You can do a mezcal AS. How do you call it? ASMR?
I definitely, you're ASMR in it over here for sure. I'm here like ASMR.
Yeah.
His tasting notes. Yeah, that'd be funny. Those ASMR videos have gotten like super popular.
Yeah,
It seems, huh?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't see why people watch that, but yeah.
What? No, same here. I mean, what have you noticed? You said that you started doing a lot of TikTok stuff. Has that been a successful move for you? Is that something that you think you'll stick with now that things are opening back up to incorporate to what you already do? Or are you going to make the shift back, hopefully, to your tours and
I
other-
want to keep going with the tours. Maybe not me doing all of them, no, but I already have a few friends and colleagues that they are great doing them, and they still have a lot of drive of doing the tours. I like it a lot, but it takes a lot of time, and I finish exhausted, so that's the thing. I really like the TikTok thing. I got this. I always have liked marketing, but I really love the digital social media marketing. That's pretty cool. So I want to stick to that. So if anybody needs TikTok help, let me know. And what else? So I feel that there's still a great chance I might incorporate what I learned in my business. But one of the problems that I have found is that it's very geolocated. So for me, it's kind of doesn't make a lot of sense to try to do that from here, because most of my clients are, Canada, US, UK, Australia, things like that. But I have actually of my TikTok clients are from the UK. So that's good. But I really want to keep going on that. I mean, I wish that I could create a small social media marketing agency.
Oh, well, you could. You have clients. So multiple clients means you could start building it up and things like that. What do you see any of the TikTok stuff you've been doing work? Are you going to apply it towards your travel stuff or anything you have here? Or does it not work well? Like what kind of businesses or accounts do you see? So, I mean, what I could apply, and it's basically TikTok style content, but not in TikTok. For my travel thing, in YouTube with YouTube Shorts, or in Pinterest with the videos over there. So I will try to go on that path to test it, experiment it, and then also maybe keep growing on the other side, another project on my own about TikTok that it's more focused on Mexico or Latin America. So let's see how that goes. For sure. And are you excited for your Dia de los Muertos tours coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I am excited for everything. Like I said, I'm still a little bit worried. I'm an anxious person, so I'm not like, everything is back to normal. No, I'm still like, this is not still the end of this. No, so
when you least expect things is when things happen.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So
like when this was starting, many of my friends were like, 1 month, 2 months, and I was like, no, this doesn't look like 1 month or 2 months. At least a year, at least 2 years.
Yeah, and we're going on 2 years, right?
Yeah, it's already 1 year and a half.
Yeah? Damn. Yeah, at least 1 year and a half, right? I think, it changed everything. But I'm glad that things are opening up. And I know and it's interesting to see the people, again, we're going back to you did some TikTok stuff, you were doing some other type of work to adapt. Yeah. But it's cool to see, right now you're saying that you like it, you want to stick with it. So how it combines with what you were doing, what you're already doing, and gonna continue doing. Hey, tell us about that experience you had with the Taco Chronicles. For those watching, if you've seen them, or if you've not seen it yet, a great documentary series on Netflix called the Taco Chronicles. And you mentioned that stemmed from your podcast. You were invited to be on there?
Yeah, kind of. So the story was that I was kind of obsessed with watching food documentaries in Netflix, because they start to come up a lot, like street food. I don't know who fed this guy and whatever. And I was like, well, when these guys come to Mexico, they should look for someone like me, no? And then when I started to research, I saw that the fixers that they were using were from the US, no? So I was like,
the what?
From the US, the fixers, no? So the guys that tell them, let's go here, no, and I was like, that's, they should work with someone local. And I think that I'm great for this job.
For sure.
So I just started to get obsessed. I kind of followed all the producers team on whatever that I found on Twitter, whatever. And I don't remember exactly by doing that, I bumped with the profile of someone, and literally they were filming blocks from my family home, like walking distance. And because I have been in production since I started in the culinary arts stuff, because we used to film for TV, I just by looking at the cameras, I was like, this is a big production. No,
Yeah.
These guys have money, no? So I was like this. So I just reached them out and I told them, hey, that's near my house. For what is that? No, to a random profile that I found, and they answered me. No, she was like, oh yeah, we're doing a taco documentary, and I was exactly at that time doing my podcast of tacos, no, which it was actually the same name, the Las Crónicas del Taco, the Taco Chronicles. So I send them the audio, no? I send them, oh, I'm working on this project, no? I hope that you can, it's useful for you. And then after they ghosted me, and after a while, they were like, hey, would you mind to participate? And I was like, yeah, for sure. So then they literally came to my house. There was a lot of filming that at the end it didn't went through the documentary. But yeah, we recorded in one of the taquerias that honestly it's not my favorite one, but it's one of the emblematic taquerias over there. But yeah, it was pretty exciting. I really liked it. It gave me a lot of exposure, so it was great.
Cool. And as far as your podcast goes, is that something that you think you'll pursue again later, or bring it out, or you're just for sure not moving with that?
No, I'm moving out of that podcast. It was fun, but it had a deadline, and the deadline was I want to be on a food documentary. It was pretty much.
Gotcha. So it was a stepping stone.
Yeah.
And it worked for what it did. Yeah, I feel you. And that's the cool thing too about projects and different things. Like when you have your mindset on stuff, like as long as you make your way that way, like things evolve and other projects happen. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have any other projects in mind coming up, or like more documentary series, or?
Well, no, I mean we might do a few YouTube videos, no, for a YouTube channel that it's a little bit big in the US. So hopefully that goes well. Maybe also some recipes and that. I wanna start to test those things about the non-alcoholic things. It sounds super interesting for me because, it's not from what I have seen on the trends that are in the UK, in the US, in Australia. It's not like when you imagine cocktails with no alcohol. Before it was like mocktails, no, like cocktails for kids, But now they are looking more like cocktails, no, like more for adults or young adults, no, like because the presentations are fine, it's still like a lot of process before, even into making this low alcohol gin, this low alcohol tequila or non-alcohol, whatever. So it sounds very interesting, and I'm quite curious about it.
Cool. And I think that'll be a good like little niche to get into. Again, early adopters. Yeah. Go on and like. That's cool. With that said, shall we go to the next one?
Sure. This is the one, right?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Why there's some missing spot here?
Because I'm a bad host, and today I didn't put a little not appetizer, peanuts or chapulines or tomatoes. Sometimes I have different things.
Okay.
What? Well, I'll ask you after this taste here. But here we have I brought it back out again. Ojo de tigre.
Okay.
And this is a reposado.
Okay, this definitely
ensemble.
Smells more. This is ensemble. This smells more funky for me immediately, but also you can smell the wood, kind of like the caramel or vanilla-ish that it has.
I get light aromas on this one.
Light aromas?
That first one is still the funkiest to me.
Yeah, this is much more smooth. So this is añejo, reposado.
They actually have a pretty good product. It's a commercial one, and it's like a celebrity mezcal. But
who's the celebrity or what?
Luis Gerardo Mendez.
Who's that guy?
He's
he's the guy of the movies, no?
Yeah.
The Mexican guy. Yeah.
He just signed a deal with I forgot which production company in the US. So he's doing pretty well.
Honestly, he's a good actor.
Yeah, I agree.
That's good.
But again, this is, I think, a good mezcal, and it's a good I would say like entry level mezcal for those that like are trying to get into it first, and smooth, not super smoky, good taste, and then again the celebrity.
Have you seen the YouTube commercials on that?
Amazing. Their marketing campaign.
Yeah, it's sick. Great.
Yeah, I really liked that marketing video they did.
Yeah.
And which is funny about his acting, you were saying he's a good actor. I think so too. And he's definitely like a playing himself in it, which I think always helps. He's a character for sure, which is cool. But yeah, this is good. I think so far the smoothest of the ones we've tried.
Yeah, I like his role of white chicken always. And personally, I'm not a huge fan of the mezcales reposados or añejos. I'm like,
same.
Why are you adding more flavors to a plant that already, needed years to grow?
Yeah.
Right? But I mean, as long as more people are introduced to mezcal and doesn't damage the industry, that's good.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I agree, especially with like the varieties that exist in the different agaves and the plants that, I mean, I think most reposados and that I've seen are all in the espadín category. We have some tobalá in this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, it comes to a point where they're trying to differentiate, I think, and then hit another market, especially like the extranjero market, US and European market, where the colored spirits, I guess you could say, the next one's interesting. We might as well just jump to the next one that you already tried that you weren't very fond of, but maybe it has a little bit different taste.
Yeah, let's see
on this one.
Well, now I feel it much more fruity, which it happened to me the first time when I was like, oh, this smells like cherry, and then I tried and I was like, oh, this is harsh.
And this is also a reposado.
Oh, really?
What's very unique about this one is that, like, most reposados tend to have like a color shift. This one is not very, like, you could see a hint.
In the bottle, I think.
Yeah, you could see it, but not so much.
Yeah, not that much.
Which is interesting. I've had other reposados as well where the mezcalero doesn't want to like change too much from the agave flavors and things like that. So I'm curious to learn how their process is for doing it. Probably not charred barrels or something where it doesn't change the color. Did it taste different to you this time?
No, same, harsh. I mean, it smells great. If it tasted like smelled, I will love this.
Yeah. Again, I like to say mezcal is a riddle, because for sure it's like you never know what you're gonna like get when you're like the aromas, which is fun to see. It's still pretty complex. So you were talking about you're moving on from No More Podcast. We did some YouTube videos you mentioned. I don't want to, we can't say exactly just yet, but be on the lookout. We just worked on another production for some very cool stuff coming from Ubish's kitchen. Yeah. Right. Do you ever have ideas of your own project or series or things like that?
No, I mean, I right now I'm enough with, still doing the tours, me doing them less. Still the TikTok thing, that's pretty cool. I like it a lot. And I want to research more about that non-alcoholic trend. I really like it. And just taking it easy. If I take more things, I will be super stressed.
Oh man, I hear you on that. I've been trying to narrow down my focus on projects and stuff as well. So I'm pretty much like, I can't say 100% because I have different clients and stuff, but on personal projects, I'm definitely like all in on the Mezcal Buzz project. And I put aside other ideas that I had and things that I was doing, and to exclusively into this project, my learning into it. I'm investing in a lot of education and just experiences to like overwhelm myself with only this. Yeah, so I've been looking into putting together like a mezcal tour myself, but I know you were telling me it gets a little complicated on. Yeah. I mean, giving tours is complicated, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is very interesting because with one of the guys that I'm collaborating, or he's doing my tours now, he told me, I like a lot your style because you create routes super easy. And I'm like, well, yeah, for me it's easy, but for him, no, it's weird. So I think that you just have to think about what experience you want to give to the clients and what also has good quality and value that they can remember that after they took it. Like, I remember a lot this place. And if you build it up, if you start slow, it's calm, and then after you finish with the best, or you have peaks in between, that's good.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely, if you'd like and can, take you on what I have in mind and get your professional opinion on what you think and maybe any tips and stuff, because I definitely want to experiment with that. With that said, Ubish, where can the viewers find you if they want to take a tour with you, which I highly recommend. He has several tours, and more information about yourself.
Thanks. So in all my social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, it's my name, Ubish Yaren. No, that's it. And my website for the tours, it's MX Underground, which is Mexico Underground. And yeah, pretty much that's it. You can send me an email, start a chat over there. It's always me. And yeah.
And talk a little bit about the different tours you have in Mexican Underground.
So the most popular ones are the downtown street food. We go to the downtown, we explore the street food, the market, go to the highlights. I try to put some culture, history, architecture, things like that in all the tours, because you can't understand food if you don't understand all the rest of it, you know, the culture, the tradition, the migration, everything. The markets immersion, we visit 3 markets: Jamaica, Sonora, Merced, the Xochimilco farms, the Chinampas. Those are the 3 most popular ones. And then also the pyramids, the museum guided tours, the architecture tours on the neighborhoods. Those are the extra things that we offer, curated for each person, no?
Cool.
Yep.
All right. With that said, Ubish, thank you. I'm glad we finally got this together. You made it on. What was your takeaway with favorite of these? If you had to choose one.
I think that, I don't know, on just taste, this one. No, this. Yeah.
Okay.
That one was my favorite. Ojo de Tigre.
Mm-hmm.
That one was my top.
Cool. I think that's a favorite amongst many people that I have had tasted. So cool. Mine is between Ojo de Tigre and the Güero Mezcalero. I really like that.
Interesting.
Mezcalin.
Yeah, smells good.
All right, we'll wrap it up, guys. Again, I can't recommend them enough. If you want like an amazing experience, a fun tour with a knowledgeable guide that's going to really pack you with knowledge and information, hit up Ubish Yaren. And as always, thank you for joining, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See ya. Thank you.